Well, good evening, friends. Today is a joyous occasion that we have our wonderful friends here from the village. For people who don't know them, this is Nayaswamis Ramesha and this is Nayaswamis Bhagavati. They are the music directors of Ananda worldwide, and they reside in the village, and they are the two most beautiful souls who are musical and kind and just bright lights. They have been staying with us for just, since yesterday, and it just uplifts the vibration of our house. So, so we are very grateful and joyful to have you both. And then I'll just let them take it from here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you everyone. It's really a joy to be here. Some of you may not know, but we used to live in LA. We lived here for 3 years. And so for us, it's a little bit like coming back to our second or third home. I don't remember.
We've lost track.
So anyway, let's start with a prayer together. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Friend, beloved God, Jesus Christ, Babaji Krishna, Lahiri Mahashaya, Swami Sri Yukteswar, our beloved Guru, Paramahansa Yogananda, Saints of all religions, we bow to you all. Beloved Master, beloved Swamiji, thank you for this opportunity, to get together in your name, help us to feel your presence, and to be aware of your many blessings, and to receive those blessings, through this music, and in everything we do. We are your children. Receive us. Om. Peace. Amen.
So before we start talking about music to awaken superconsciousness, which is a pretty big topic, we're going to do a little experiential exercise. And why don't you?
So, why don't you sit up? Not really in a relaxed way, sit up, but still with a certain awareness of your energy and trying to really feel. We've all had our day and our activity of the day, and try to really feel how you feel right now energetically, where your energy is, where your consciousness is, and tune into that. And if you want, you can even give it a number, 1 to 10, and then we'll ask you the same question in just a little bit. And in the meantime, we are going to sing something for you. Doesn't seem like the best system. Nightingale, sing of joy through the night. Teach my heart to impart everywhere your delight. Sing of moon rays on the rain, sing that love's not in vain. Every grief, every wrong has its ending in song. Nightingale, nightingale, sing of joy through the night. Teach all men how to spin clouds of blue Without silence, what is song? Without night, where is dawn? Were it not for men's woes, who would smile at our woes? Nightingale, nightingale, sing of joy through the night. Let each tone silence grow, earth and heaven unite. Morning laughter, evening tears, snow and blossoms, all fade. Join us, sing in the night, to face change unafraid. Nightingale, nightingale, Well, now. Now, why don't you tune again into your energy and let us know if your energy level went up, went down, stayed the same, or what it did. And if you want to share with us, you can. Anything you may want to share.
Anything you noticed or?
I noticed that before this thing, it was sort of all around here. It was like the, and then, so after more.
I felt my buoyancy just became less. I kind of floated up.
Oh, okay. Floated up, I like that.
Mine went up, and also it was very cheerful, and it was very hopeful and very expansive. So yeah, that.
I like that.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you. Hi, Parvati. I know you from long time.
I think like Jennifer said,
Speak up.
I think like Jennifer said, my energy felt, as soon as I felt you guys in tune with each other and in tune with all of us, I felt my energy all rock in neatly when it was more messy before.
Nice.
I felt my energy was messier when I started. It felt a little strange, but now it's good. Yes. Very good.
Anybody else?
I felt more of a mood shift, like coming in kind of tired and overwhelmed. I just felt a lot lighter, like a more joyful, happier mood.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, we'll just share how many times, sometimes there's something you love to do. We love our work, but we're human. So Tuesday, which is rehearsal, choir rehearsal night, and right about 5:30, 6 o'clock. Oh, I'm tired. We got rehearsal. Oh, I know it's gonna be great. And sure enough, we know that this is what's gonna happen. By the end of rehearsal, we can't even sleep. I mean, there's just so much energy and joy, and so music in general, Ananda music in particular, can really affect us in all the ways that everybody shared, and that's what we want to talk about tonight.
So, besides making us feel better, we all know as devotees that when we feel better, what actually happens is our energy rises. And many of you mentioned this this is why we do all the practices that we do to raise our energy, because when we raise our energy, something changes and we start to see the world around us, situations, everything that comes to us in a completely different light. And I can tell you how many times, like Bhagavati was saying, I happen to be, I remember one time distinctly, specifically, but there are so many, where I was not in a good mood and I was trying to choose one version of one of Swamiji's songs to send to a friend. And so I was like, oh, right, I have to do that. I have to listen to all these versions. So I sat down with my headphones and I started listening to one and the other and the other. And by the end, I was like, wow, they're all so beautiful. It was completely different state of consciousness, really. So anyway, but basically, and this is what we want to talk about, music, uplifting music, awakens us into a state of superconsciousness. Superconsciousness is something that is not just for when we are deeply in meditation, although that's the superconscious state that we're all after. But there are a lot of stages to that, and music clears the way for our consciousness to rise and to start to really live more and more superconsciously. And it does it sometimes very, very quickly. It takes, not even a full song to completely change our state of consciousness. And so, why do you think that is? What happens inside when we listen to uplifting music that makes us really perceive things differently, that makes our consciousness rise? It's not just, oh, I feel better. There's something else when you start to look at a problem that you have, maybe, or something you're facing, that 5 minutes ago seemed this huge mountain, and now it's like, yeah, it's big, but I can handle it. Have you had that experience? So, what really happens inside as students of our teachings? What do you think happens?
Well, maybe, especially with Swami's music, you're getting all those thoughts to focus on these particular words and then usually affirming a higher truth. And so you're no longer paying attention to the subconscious and even the rational brain, but you're concentrating on these higher truths.
Yes.
Which in a way then gets us focused on a more positive, kind of affirming train of thought. Kind of gets our thoughts in train. In a way, yeah. Okay.
And, oh yes.
So I think it also helps us lose our sense of self. So as the vibrations are coming through, I just had this, I had a very long day today, and just as you said, I went out of myself, the vibrations are so strong that this ego-defined, these 5 senses and the way we perceive things, we just transcend them.
Yeah.
And just the energy rises, and we are tuning in a way to Master and Swamiji's vibrations through these songs.
Yeah.
And that just reflects in how we feel. It's like a resonance. The vibration from the musician starts resonating with the truth inside of ourselves, and the consciousness rises by resonance.
Yes.
It's like in India, they tune tampuras in one room, playing one against the other. So it's the same principle.
Yeah.
And I didn't get your name.
Oh.
She's Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Jasmine. Hi,
Okay.
Jasmine.
Hi. I wasn't going to speak. Michael reminded me that music bypasses the intellect and goes into your heart.
Directly into your heart. It's so true.
Is she your student?
Michael.
She's master student.
Great. Anybody else?
I mean, aside from, I mean, I am blown away by just all of the, like, the neuroscience of music. It's just incredible. Like, we are tuned, our nervous systems want to resonate with other people.
Exactly.
And, you know, so I know that singing for me can just really calm the nervous system. And I mean, that's all what Master's all about too, is just how do we calm and tune it into something good.
Okay, everybody's touched on, you know, the resonating. Because I mean, if we wanted to be here all night and into tomorrow, just get us going about how everything in creation is vibration. Creation is only vibration. So we are vibrating, and we're all vibrating together. And when we consciously align our vibration with uplifting, you know, when we sing together, so we're actually literally vibrating together. I mean, like I said, we're gonna try to keep it like a little to an hour and a half. But it's thrilling.
The literal, like singing in a chorus or a choir, and the literal, like, tuning in so that you don't even hear your own voice at all, and you know you're just like the most incredible feeling.
Well, okay,
connectivity.
We're just going to jump a little bit.
Sorry.
No, because you're reminding me of something that to me is one of the most, I mean, we're talking about music to help us awaken to superconsciousness, and an experience that I've had. One of our favorite songs that was actually written by a devotee, and then Swami helped her refine it. So it's one of the few songs that we do that was not composed by Swami Ananda. It's called "Oh Master," and it's got deep devotion. It's a beautiful song. But at one point, towards the end of the song, it says, "So the time is coming. God, every hope and every dream."
Into the truth that we're.
Yeah, but help us to find in every hour, in every thought, in every flower, a joy that spans eternity.
Truth that makes us ever free.
Oh, that's a long verse. It's an incredible verse. but yeah, I can never remember. But it is.
Into the light, the inner sun.
Into the light, the inner sun, into the truth that we're all one. And I once was getting to direct that for Master's birthday or Mahasamadi, I forget what it was. And, you know, so there's this whole choir of people in front of me, and I get to just be singing the words, looking at them. And, I mean, I almost lost it because it was true. All, you know, we're all one. It was just like the felt experience in that moment of having a glimpse of the truth of that, into the truth that we're all, you know, just these radiant beings. We're not just singers, friends, you know, my neighbors. They were just beings of light that I was, you know, and it's like, I don't live in that every moment of every day, but I remember that one moment. And that's one of the things that music can do for us. Can give us that glimpse. We had a long conversation with Ranjini today, and we were just like having so much fun nerding out, as she put it, about these things that, you know, that the joy that we can tap into through this. So like I said, we don't want to go too off topic. Take it away. Bring it back in.
So, being able to live more and more in this superconsciousness, the state of superconsciousness, is not just, you know, we think of superconsciousness maybe of something that is just for when we meditate, and it's a little bit airy-fairy, but no, I have to live in a practical world. But you know, Swami Kriyananda explained many, many times that the spiritual path is the most practical thing you can do. And being able to live more superconsciously means to be able to find better solutions when you have a problem. It means to be able to relate to others more harmoniously and getting along to people. Why? Because like Arnav was saying, you get out of yourself. You get out of your ego, and then you're able to relate to other people's realities better, because it's not just about you, it's about everyone. And then you're able to make better decisions, and so forth. You know, everything that we know about living in a higher state of consciousness. And we mention these things because sometimes we don't think necessarily of music as something that can help us with this, but it is actually a really, really easy way to help us out of a mood, a situation where we're feeling down. Sometimes we don't have time to sit in meditation and do 14 kriyas or whatever, you know. Sometimes we need something quick. Sometimes we work in an environment where we realize that maybe other people could use some help. And we can't ask them to sit and do kriya, but we could maybe play some instrumental uplifting music that can help them. And this happens very, very often. We've seen this so many times. So anyway, it's just something to keep in mind. And we want to encourage you to think of music, at least in the context of Ananda, in the context of the music that we have at Ananda. Don't look at music only as entertainment, only as something that we like. Of course, it's also beautiful, we also enjoy it, but try to think of it more also as a spiritual tool, a tool to help you spiritually, because it is. This is why Swamiji wrote it. I mean, we've been pondering these things for years, and Swamiji was a very busy man. He created communities, wrote tons of books, and sometimes I wonder, why did he take the time to write all this music with everything he had to do? But this is exactly why, because he knew that this music not only uplifts our energy, but because he wrote it as a service to Master. This music has a vibration that helps us stay in tune with Master. And it's almost like Master's soundtrack. You know, there's his chants, obviously, but this music is very much in alignment with our ray, and so it really helps us to do that very, very powerfully.
And one of the ways I like to think of this, just to add on to what Ramesh is saying, is, you know, there's different kinds of lifestyles, different cultures. You know, we're all, you know, we have our family cultures, we have our work culture, our national culture. You know, there's a lot of different ways of living. And we do sometimes talk about the Ananda lifestyle. And the music is part of the Ananda lifestyle. Meaning, this does not mean that we never listen to another type of music. I mean, believe me, when I want to clean house, when I don't want to clean house, but I have to clean the house, let's be more accurate. You know, I might put on some 80s, something that gets me dancing around so that I will clean the house. You know, so we're conscious about our choices. And, but the fact is that the music, we want to live a lifestyle that mostly is lifting our energy up. And I'll tell you, when I pick my 80s music, it's mostly upbeat, you know, and so it's rajasic, but it's not tamasic. It's not, you know, oh, because I won't want to clean the house then. I just want to go be depressed. So we want, you know, to be conscious. That's what he means by using music as a spiritual tool. Be aware of how it makes you feel, okay? You know, sometimes, you know, there was one movie that we really liked, Maleficent. We really liked it. It got bad reviews, and when we finally we watched it kind of despite the reviews, we really enjoyed it. And then I almost always watch the credits all the way because I want to hear what the music is. And how many people have seen Maleficent? Oh, hardly anybody. See, the reviews were really bad. The reviews were really bad, but it's a story of Sleeping Beauty. But it gives it a backstory. It's really fun. But if you ever saw the Disney Sleeping Beauty, they used Tchaikovsky's Once Upon a Dream. It's just like you just want to dance out of the room. Well, for the music credits, and I don't know the name of the artist, and I'm sure she's very popular, people love her, so I'm not going to put her down. But the way she sang it was, and I thought, well, no wonder people were walking out saying the movie wasn't that great, because that does not lift you up, you know? And I thought, if I was producing a movie, I want people feeling good when they leave the movie theater. That was a big fail, in my opinion. I mean, look at out of the whole room, like one person had seen it.
Oh,
Raise your hand.
on my list.
But yeah, so you see what we mean. I mean, there are practical aspects of this. So, anyways, reel it back in.
Did you have coffee? So, okay, now we know why music helps us in this way. And we mentioned about listening to uplifting music, but especially what we would like to do with you tonight is actually have you sing this music. Because if listening to the music helps us to attune to the vibration, imagine what it does when the vibration goes right through you and you produce this. I mean, why is music so powerful? It's an expression of Om. It's as simple as that. It's just Om that has become a lot of notes, and they're beautifully blended together, but ultimately it merges back into one, and that's Om. And this is why, like she was saying, it goes straight to the heart. Bypasses everything, straight to the heart, because it's the essence of what we are, what we're made of. And so we would like to sing together with you, and I would like to, because maybe some of you, maybe not, but maybe some of you are thinking, oh gosh, I can't sing.
Nobody in this room has that power.
This is LA, everybody sings in LA. But once again, we would like to encourage you to do what you can to sing anyway, because once again, this music is not about performing. It's not about having a great voice. It's about our spiritual path. This is something that can help us spiritually. And it's like chanting. Would you not chant because you have a bad voice or you think you have a bad voice? No, chanting is like a prayer between you and God. So there's this story that I love, and I have to tell it every time because it's so good. So a friend of ours who is a musician, he lives at the village, and he's been a musician all his life. One time, he lived in Assisi for a while, in our community, Ananda community in Assisi, Italy. And one time they were doing a kirtan, so they were chanting, and it was beautiful chanting, and he heard behind him a woman singing, but he said she was singing out of tune, with a really ugly voice, and he said, I couldn't stand it. You know, I understand the guy. You know, when you're a musician and you hear someone sing out of tune, it is a little challenging. And he said, finally, I couldn't take it anymore. And I turned around and I wanted to ask her to at least sing a little more softly. And this had gone on for a while. So throughout the kirtan, he was just thinking about it. So finally, he turned around and she was singing like this. With a blissful smile, clapping her hands. And he said, I couldn't say anything. She was doing the right thing. I wasn't. I was just there judging. She was singing to God with her heart. Who can blame her for that? You know. So please don't hold back. And if you feel to sing softly because you're shy about it, that's totally fine. But try to really put out the energy, the effort, tune into the music, tune into the vibration, and let's just sing together. Okay?
Okay. What are we gonna do some?
Yes.
Okay.
First, we are going to.
We're not going to have you do it cold. He's going to actually lead you in a little bit of warm up.
Okay. So why don't we stand up? I'm going to use the arm easier. Okay. So this is a very simple vocal warm up that actually Swamiji taught. Very, very simple. So we're going to we're going to sing this now. We're going to hum, and we're going to move our hand up as if we're raising our energy up the spine, and we're going to and when you open your mouth and you say ah, try to feel that your energy is up, and then you're sharing your energy with everyone.
Very relaxed.
You can do the hand movement if you feel to. You don't have to, but that can help. Okay, so let's do this together. Very, very nice. And when you go to the ah, feel that you're not just projecting your voice, you're projecting your energy. You're really sharing from your heart with everyone, because this is what music is about. It's about sharing. So. Very nice. Now we're going to do a couple more, but we're going to change the vowel. We're going to go like that, okay? And now we're going to do E. And one more. Very nice. Very nice. You guys are perfect.
Stay in the village with us.
Okay, we're going to do just one more thing, and we're going to like that. And when we come down, try to really hold the energy up. It's very easy to let the energy drop when we sing something that comes down like that. So don't let it. Almost feel like you're going up instead of down. So. Very nice. Sometimes with our choir, I ask them as they come down to go on their tippy toes. So it's in the opposite. So if you want, you can do that. Sing in a choir. Because you guys sound really
Actually,
good.
how many people do sing in a choir of some sort? Yeah, a lot of people.
You're melodic.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah.
You're one of the artists.
That's true.
And how many people, even though you don't sing in a choir, you really like to sing?
Okay.
Oh, we've got a lot of singers here. I think we have to do different songs.
These are too easy.
Yeah, well, have a seat. Oh, that was the last one.
Yes.
Okay. Well, so I don't know, seriously, we might have to branch out into some other songs. Could you pass that on this side? Oops. Okay. Actually, we might not have enough. We might have to do every other person. Yeah. couple more, she might have it. So every other person for now. This one.
So
Is there one extra? Oh. We picked really easy songs, but
well, we'll start
with these. Yeah.
So among the almost 400 pieces of music that Swami Kriyananda wrote, he wrote several songs for children. And they have the advantage that they're simple, obviously. So we can learn them fast. If you don't know the song, you'll pick it up pretty quickly. But it's amazing what deep messages these songs have. And every time I sing them, I think, gosh, I wish I had songs like these when I was growing up. Because the messages are so important for children to hear and to memorize and make their own. So.
And also we picked these because, we didn't get real specific about it earlier, but when we're talking about how we can use music to live more super consciously, there are a few specific things that music can do. One is it can help us keep our energy high. We've already talked about it indirectly, but just very specifically, when we're going through a challenge, what always will help? More energy. One of the things that I found very powerful to learn in my early years on the spiritual path is the idea that when a big test comes, a big karmic test of some sort, that the most important thing is to get our energy up and meet the test at the level that
the same level of
the
energy.
same level of energy. We don't want to go, oh my God, this is such a hard thing and I just don't know what to do, because then it'll just kind of sweep us away. But whether it's an illness, a big debt that comes due, or whatever, when we can say, okay, I'm meeting this where it is, and I'm bringing all my energy, then we can actually diffuse.
This is actually a very important teaching. Master said that what Bhagavati just said. The more quickly we're able to do that, so we don't waste time. Wallowing, complaining, oh, why me, blah, 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 but we immediately respond with that positive energy. That one act, plus actually embracing the karma, because karma is a gift of divine love, actually. It's how we learn and how we go back to God more quickly. So if we're able to do that, that's the quickest way to overcome karma. So it's not by complaining about it, it's by meeting it face on.
Yeah.
Head on. Thank you.
Thank you.
I know there was something.
Face on.
Something on.
And we have a few more, but we're going to talk about this one first. And so the song is "Move All You Mountains." And this is one of the children's songs that is so much fun because it's about a willpower song. So let's go ahead and stand up. I get totally out of breath doing this. I should have you lead this one. Yeah, come on up. It's you lead it.
I mean,
you know it, right?
on the words. We're gonna.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you're gonna lead it. I'm doing it with you.
Okay.
Back here. Okay.
Ready?
There are movements, and so she's also knows them more recently than I do. Because you're younger.
Over you mountains that stand in my way, nothing can stop my progress. Over you mountains that stand in my way, nothing can stop my progress. All trees fall aside, every bramble I slash with the sword of freedom. All trees fall aside, every bramble I slash with the sword of freedom. Move all you mountains that stand in my way, nothing can stop my progress. aside every bramble I slash with the sword of freedom. Tall trees fall aside every bramble I slash with the sword of freedom. Yay! Thank you, Thank you. So that's good for getting your steps in. But also, I mean, don't you feel like you could just go out and take on the world right now? Yeah. So this is a song that, you know, if you know you need to get your energy up, if you can find just that little bit of willingness, because sometimes we don't want to. We know we need to, but we don't want to. So we have to find that little bit of willingness. It's okay, come on, move while you if you just get started, in a minute you're going to start feeling it, and you're going to want to do it, and you're going to turn around your energy.
I noticed that we got louder and faster. More energy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, very good. Very nice.
Any other observations or comments? Or?
The marching adds a lot to it.
Yes.
Certainly.
Yeah, as somebody who's sung in choirs and choruses before, there's something about adding choreography that helps get me into my whole body.
Yes, yes.
As opposed to like up at SRW.
We did manana.
Yes, there was something just like that extra. It seemed like, oh, it's taking away from my singing, and maybe it did, but just getting into the body, because your whole body is your instrument, really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very true. So then another aspect of living super consciously, using music to live more super consciously, is how it can help us be in the present moment, and really focusing on the positive. Somebody earlier was mentioning something about the words, and we were talking about how I think it was Prita, how we can use those words to help us think affirmatively and get on a positive train of thought. So we're going to do together The Secret of Laughter. Mm-hmm. And if you know a part, feel free to sing a part. If it seems too complicated, you can just join us on the chorus, and we'll start with the chorus.
So the chorus is very simple. Luru luru lero, luru luru lai. Joy will come to anyone whose heart has learned to fly. And it goes like this.
We're going to sing the chorus.
Luru luru lero, luru luru lai. Joy will come to anyone whose heart has learned to fly. Luru luru lero, luru luru lai. Joy will come to anyone whose heart has learned to fly.
Very simple. Okay.
Okay. So now we'll.
And if you know the rest of the song, please join us.
The secret of laughter lies in the laughing, not in the search for joy. It's a swallow winging on the wind, it's innocence in a boy. Luru luru lero, luru luru lai. Joy will come to anyone whose heart has learned to fly. Luru luru lero, luru luru lai. Joy will come to anyone whose heart has learned to fly. Joy in the singing, not in the song sung, welcome but never crave. If you think that laughter lies in things, the things you'll be but a slave. Luru luru lero, luru luru lai. Joy will come to anyone whose heart has learned to fly. Luru luru lero, luru luru lai. Joy will come to anyone whose heart has learned to fly. Joy in the giving, not in the gaining, grasp and you'll never sing. You could win the world and still be poor. Joy will come to anyone whose heart has learned to fly. Sing when the sun shines, sing when the rain falls, sing when your road seems strange. In a tempest seize the lightning flash and ride the winds of change. Loo-loo-loo-lay-ro, loo-loo-loo-lay. Joy will come to anyone whose heart has learned to fly. Loo-loo-loo-lay-ro, loo-loo-loo-lay. Joy will come to anyone whose heart has learned to fly. Loo-loo-loo-lay-ro, loo-loo-loo-lay. Joy will come to anyone whose heart has learned to fly.
I mean, how can you ever be sad if you sing something like that? But, you know, a lot of, Swami used to call his music philosophy and song. Because if you think about the lyrics, joy in the singing, not in the song sung. Welcome, but no, that's the second verse. I always do this. Joy in the singing.
Welcome back.
Oh, I did it. Okay. Welcome, but never crave. Don't be attached. Just, what comes of itself, let it come. Yeah, it's, every line has so
Actually,
much.
this is what we were just talking about. Joy is in the singing. It doesn't matter so much why
Right,
it's
not how the
it's
voice
the fact
is.
that you're singing. Yeah. Okay.
So another way of using music to sing, to live super consciously, is letting it help us to relax. You know, music that gives us that feeling of kind of relaxing in the heart. And again, you know, in meeting challenges, the stresses of life, you know, if we can relax in the heart, we can just face things better. So we're going to do Life is a Dream. This is one of our most favorite of all our Ananda songs.
Life is a dream, time like a stream, carries our burdens away. Never despair, joys everywhere. Love can befriend you today. Free from all care, like birds on the air, soar above griefs and worries, seek joy and be gay. Often on earth, things of great worth, worldly ambitions defy. Sometimes a friend helps us ascend out from life's cares to the sky. Love is a star, though shining afar. It can guide us and help us toward light to draw nigh. Love is a star, though shining afar. It can guide us and help us toward light to draw nigh.
Let's just pause for a moment, closing our eyes, feeling this calm, peaceful energy in our hearts. You know, radiating throughout the room, throughout the whole town, feeling that we are one with everything in this calmness and this peace that is God's presence in us.
How do your hearts feel?
Peaceful.
Yeah, I know.
This is only for So, another way to use music is to help us. I mean, relaxing in the heart already brings us more to center, but we can really also find music that helps us just be really centered and get very still. And so for that, we meant to hook it up to a speaker, but I think in this room, I think we'll be able to do it without.
Forgot.
We completely forgot, yeah. We talked about it and we didn't. But we'll still try it. This is a recording of Swami singing his song Peace.
So let's see if you can hear it okay. Peace gave us the mountains. Peace gave us the sky. Nightly when starlight enfolds us, peace is its lullaby. Amen. Peace gave us the morning. Peace gave us the sun. Bird songs that call us to welcome. Day and fresh flavors begun. Amen. Peace gave us the seasons. Peace gave us the rain. Cool clouds that gather to bless us. Mist hands that soothe away pain. Amen.
presence within us, light that all strife reconciles. Amen. It feels a little blasphemous to talk. Because it does, it just creates such a vibration of stillness. You know, this song, originally Swami was writing it for a play, which was a humorous play. And it was supposed to be a humorous song. He talks about how, as a composer, you don't always know what's trying to come through. So he had every intention of writing, it was going to be, you know, a song on one note for this play within the play or something like that. And instead, this is what came through. And this melody of just peace. And what he explained to us is that the one note is like Om. You know, it's just that one constant that's always there. Om vibration. And in the 4-part arrangement, when we do it as a choir, these beautiful parts, but they're Maya. The melody is this one note. So when we rehearse it with choir, we have to again and again, the basses, that's the melody, not the sopranos. We escape us the mountains here. That's not the point. It's really interesting. It's a very interesting thing. So it really carries that sense of peace. So, you know, what happens? We keep our energy high. We have a positive, energetic, uplifted attitude. We are relaxed in our heart. We're feeling good and peaceful and still.
And what do we want to do?
We want to connect. We want to share. We want to feel our oneness with everybody. So we're going to finish with another children's song. All the world is my friend. And I don't remember the movements to this one. Do you remember them?
No.
No?
Should we make some up?
Well, let's make some up. Okay. Come on, Marjorie. There are movements, but I can't remember what they are. But we'll improvise. Okay. You do?
I don't know the
movements?
movements,
Oh.
don't know the words, but
I thought, no, she knows. Okay.
All the world is my friend. When I learn how to share my love, when I stretch on my hands and smile, when I live from above, all the world is my friend. When I learn how to share
kid, if somebody had taught this to you. I mean, think of what a powerful message this is. Yeah. And it's true at every age. It's just the truth.
That's so fun. You did the best job. Okay. So, did you ever do this part?
We already talked about it.
Yeah, okay, but what about the chanting part?
Okay, so you remember earlier we talked about how it's not important whether you can sing or not, because this music is really for us. It's not about showing anyone anything, it's really about just for us. Well, something similar happens also when we chant. And when we're chanting, very often at the village, we have people who leave chanting, and those are the ones who we try to train to sound decently well when they chant, because very often what we do gets broadcast everywhere. And so
they should sing it correctly.
They should sing it correctly, and all that. But ultimately, chanting is for everyone. Masters, Swamiji wrote their chants for everyone. And so we wanted to just share briefly about how important it is to be able to do that, whether we think we can sing or not, whether we can play harmonium or not. Sometimes people feel they shouldn't chant or they can't chant because they can play harmonium. Well, I don't know. Certainly playing harmonium can help, but it's not really a requirement. I'll tell you something, honestly, I have a harmonium, and we have a harmonium at home in our meditation room. I hardly ever play it. And because I feel like the more I get into chanting, the more everything else is a little bit of a distraction for me. So even singing out loud becomes a distraction. Very often I just chant mentally, and I'm a singer. So it's not like there's any other reason. Singing comes easy to me. But I still choose to sing mentally very, very often. So I say this just because chanting is so important. In fact, the Master said chanting is half the battle. What does that really mean? Well, it means that we're halfway there if we chant. And if we chant with devotion, the way Master explained and taught us to do, if you haven't read the preface in the book Cosmic Chants, Master goes on and on and on about chanting and how important it is to chant in a certain way. And I'm pretty sure that nowhere in there he says you need to be playing harmonium. Nowhere. It's all about how much focus, concentration, how much heart you put into what you do. And so this is true for all the music, also these songs that we sang together. It's not about the singing, it's about the music, it's about the vibration. This is true also for our practices. Yes, we try as best as we can to do our practices correctly, and in fact we should. We were talking about that, we're always refining what we know. If you learn Hong Sa, if you learn energization, if you learn Kriya, even after many, many years, you're always refining, you can always do better. And so we should do that also with our chants. We should try to sing them correctly if we can, but ultimately it's really about the heart.
Between us and God.
It's between us and God. It's not about, you can sing it totally wrong, and you can not, maybe you're not able to carry a tune, maybe you sing completely wrong notes. Do you think God cares about that? Not really, So this is very important, and we just wanted to spend a moment to encourage you with that, because this is actually one of the many gifts that the Master himself brought us, is chanting before meditation. One thing I love about, I often watch these videos that come from our friends in our centers in India, and one thing I love, they're always chanting. There's always some chanting going on. I don't know if it's true because I'm not there, but I keep seeing videos like, wow, these people chant all the time. But you know what? when you listen how they do it, it's not necessarily always particularly polished, but there's a devotion that oozes from every note, and this is what we're after. So let's just keep that in mind. I say this to ourselves too, because as musicians we tend to, oh no, it has to be perfect. No, it doesn't. It has to be from the heart.
And I just want to add, you can also put on a recording. We have lots of wonderful recordings of chanting that if you're feeling like, you know, I don't know, you just don't feel like singing out, or
you can play harmonium, but you have a hard time singing if
Yeah.
you don't have a harmonium.
yeah, you sing along with the recording. Find one that speaks to you.
Fabulous. So many
Yeah, that's
fabulous
so
ones. Energetic.
Yeah. So, we have time for questions, sharing, requests.
More singing.
Requests.
Om Kali.
Om Kali.
Om Kali.
Yeah.
Om Kali.
Om Kali.
Yeah, sure, we could do that. We just finished our, every year we do, well, this was the fourth year that we did our, we call it Om Guru, but it's the same Om Guru chant vigil, where we had for 24 hours videos of people chanting Om Guru. It's a thing we've been doing in the Ananda world for the last 4 years. So,
one video came from Ananda, LA too.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, from the
That's
ashram.
right. That's from the ashram. And we now have the edited version with all the 24 hours in one video. So if we can send it to Michael and he can get it out to everybody. But anyways, let's chant it right now.
But I have a question.
Sure.
Yes.
Will you be doing, do you do recordings together or that are available on?
We do. Well, we have done, and they are still available.
Okay.
On Crystal Clarity.
Yes. Harmony Duo.
Harmony Duo, is that what they're called? Is that what we're calling? Yeah, that is. At one point we were calling them Joy Clarity. They've been through sort of in different incarnations. I think it's Harmony Duo.
Michael, help us out.
Harmony Duo.
Thank you.
And I think there's Through Many Lives. There's
And something in Bliss. I got 2 of yours.
oh, Ramesha also has
Has 2
two.
solos,
Yes.
solo
Oh, yeah.
CDs.
One is just chants, and it's called Breeze of Bliss.
Breeze of Bliss, and there's
And
one
the
more.
other one is chants and also some of Swami and Master songs, and it's called The Inner Temple.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, what's the website that you have where you can access music for purchase?
I
For
don't think
purchase.
we have one anymore. I think we just go through Crystal
Well,
Clarity.
You don't have that
my 2
anymore?
albums are not yet available.
Oh,
Right, yeah.
okay. The Harmony Duo CDs are through Crystal Clarity,
Right.
but his.
My album are under Ramesha's Music Shop.com.
Thank you.
So a plug and a request. So plug for, all right, not next Sunday service here, but well, maybe we'll be doing it that week. We have a choir that sings at Sunday. We have Sunday service here twice a month.
Well,
And
every Sunday.
it is every Sunday? Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yes.
And we have a choir, and just like in the East LA Temple, you just need a heartbeat. Sing with us, and we'll start a WhatsApp list for folks who want to sing with us. But along those lines, we don't have a whole lot of people who play instruments down here in the South Bay. Are there any karaoke tracks?
We're working on
We're
that.
working
We're
on
working
that.
on that.
I'm glad. Thank you. I'm glad you said that, because this is an idea we've had for quite a while, and we're finally working on it.
Awesome.
But in coming down here, we were wondering, maybe we should bring these things up when we go visit the centers, because we think this would be helpful, but maybe people don't think that.
Yes.
So
So
that's
it's
great.
for the
Festival
Festival of
of
Light, and a handful of other just
Basic songs. Yeah.
would be amazing.
Yes.
Just a simple karaoke track. that we
Yeah.
can-
Okay.
Yeah, it's in process.
It's in process.
Awesome. Yay.
Great.
All right.
Okay, let's sing
Om
Om
Kali.
Kali.
Do you want to play?
No. Swami really taught just, say yes to life. The yes saying principle. But I kind of got a little backwards. Sometimes I'm like, no. No, it just comes out so easily.
Yes, you were going to.
There you go. Yes, you're going to play.
Well, somebody up at Ananda village suggested the important thing if you say no is to say no with a yes attitude.
I think I've got that perfected.
So there's always a workaround.
So please play.
Om Kali Om Kali Om Kali Om Om Kali Om Kali Om Om Kali Om Kali Om Kali Om Om Kali Om Kali Om Om Kali Om Kali Om Kali Om Om Kali Om Kali Om Om Kali Om Kali Om Kali Om
rising toward the spiritual eye. Offering everything that you are to God and Guru. Holding nothing back. Now let's share our superconsciously awakened energy with the people we know who are in need of healing in body, mind, and soul. Let's send out rays of peace and harmony to the whole city, our country, all our guru guides in the world. And let's include in this sphere of light all countries, all people, especially those areas where there's conflict, unrest. Let's be aware that a heart calm and attuned to God's vibration can make a big difference in this world. Let's feel that. And let's visualize our whole planet bathed in Divine Mother's joy, love, peace, and harmony. knowing that she is in charge of every little aspect of our lives, and everything is in perfect harmony. Let's rub our hands together, sending out blessings by chanting Om 3 times. Om.